What's going on, Jerome's? Your Minnesota Vikings need to find an off-ball linebacking running mate for second-year superstar stud Brian Asamoah. And now the thinking is maybe a linebacker with a little bit more size as opposed to Asamoah, who's a little bit undersized, got that great speed, got great coverage skills. Enter one, Jack Campbell, pride of Iowa. I mean, Jack Campbell just sounds like a superhero origin story, doesn't it? Or it sounds like an astronaut or a future politician. I don't know. But Jack Campbell, the pride of Iowa, is an absolute monster, and the Vikings should consider him maybe at 23, maybe if they trade down to the back end of the first or the top of the second, certainly get things done. So let's talk about Jack Campbell today. Background, 22 years young. Does turn 23 in August, so he's going to be a little bit older of a rookie. But 6'5", 249, senior, a former three-star recruit from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Stayed in state, took his talents down to Iowa City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. 2-year starter, a 2-year team captain, senior season, 125 tackles, 1 sack, 2 picks, 91.9 PFF grade, which is second best in the country for off-ball linebackers. Butkus Award winner for best linebacker. Also won like the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year award, which I know, kind of a big deal. There's some defensive play. Oh, by the way, so I know that it's very petty, like when we're talking about Iowa prospects or Wisconsin prospects to wear Gophers gear. Again, I said I understand it's petty. I don't apologize for it. Anyways, but also he was a 2-time first-team All-Big Ten, multiple-time academic All-American. Again, this kid could be an astronaut someday. Yeah, could be. But tested insane at the combine, 4.85 40, 1.59 10-yard split, which is very important for Kwesi. Elite in agility and explosiveness, a 9.98 out of 10 on the RAS scale. Also impressive in drills, reportedly very impressive in interviews as well. And he's just an all-around stud. Just a guy who's going to get it. And Lance Zierlein, NFL.com, this is his write-up. Overview, inside linebacker who is built for the box. He is built for the box and plays with good overall physicality. Campbell's size allows him to challenge blocks and stand his ground despite inconsistent hand usage at the take-on point. He scrapes and plugs his run fits with workman-like dependability, but lacks a short area burst and reactive athleticism teams typically look for from NFL starters. He plays with above-average field awareness. He's capable as a zone defender and in some matchups against inline tight ends. What you see is what you get with Campbell, and teams will need to balance consistency with the playmaking limitations in their evaluations. And what's interesting with Campbell is that if the Vikings had the old scheme, like Zimmer to a degree, like him playing the Anthony Barr role, a strong side linebacker or middle linebacker in nickel, or you look at Leslie Frazier's Tampa 2. Put Campbell in the middle and just have him run and defend the deep third zone, which Kendricks did at times when they ran cover 2 with Zimmer scheme. I mean, he would be perfect for it. He'd be perfect. And, of course, he could carve out a niche in Brian Flores' scheme as well. And Campbell, he does have NFL size week 1. Like, he's gigantic for an inside off-ball linebacker. 6'5", 249, stud, elite in zone coverage, like I mentioned. Man-for-man coverage, it remains to be seen, but a guy that can fill against the run, a guy who's not going to be a liability on third down, a true 3-down linebacker that has a lot of value in this league. 31 is the mic. He is a true blue middle linebacker, owns the middle of the field. Like I said, elite in zone coverage as well as understanding the concepts that are being thrown at him underneath. Run stuffing monster. Certainly, again, the workman-like thing. And also, I understand, like, the lazy scouting is like, oh, he's another Chad Greenway. Greenway had more range. Like, you don't remember Chad Greenway having range, but Chad Greenway was a physical freak, man. There's a reason why he played that weak side linebacker versus just middle. But Campbell is much more of a plugger than a guy that's going to have, like, the range of Greenway coming out of Iowa. But I understand, like, they're both Iowa linebackers. And also leadership, certainly there, multi-time team captain, academic honors, like we said. He won the Iowa, like, Inside the Team Hustle Awards, which is always a good sign too. Tested great, but range potentially could be limited in the NFL level. Also, he's not really seen as a thumper, which is perfectly fine, like, but there's not really many highlights of Jack Campbell decleating someone. But, I mean, there's lots of highlights of guys decleating people who are very inconsistent as players. But at the NFL level, I mean, you can't just wait to find the stalemate. You're going to have to get into the other side of the line of scrimmage and make contact and go do that. And I think that will be developed with coaching. It certainly has all the physical attributes to do it. So overall, I'm not too concerned there. So I think, honestly, if the Vikings, depending on how the board breaks, if they go Campbell at 23 or if they trade down in the first or at the top of the second, I wouldn't be mad. It addresses a huge position of need. You have your future team captain. You have your guy who's going to wear the green dot, as well as you have a great pairing for Brian Asamoah. I think that they both bring different things to the table in terms of what their roles are going to be. Plus, it's a sub-package league, so your two linebackers have to work hand in glove together. I do think that Asamoah and his coverage skills and improvisation, as well as Jack Campbell's meat and potato-ness, is going to be a nice combination. It'll be a smash and dash, a hammer and anvil sort of situation, and it'd be pretty good. Be pretty damn good. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings need to draft Iowa linebacker Jack Campbell. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.